Hi, I'm Wade Wingler with the Indata Project at Easter Seals Crossroads in Indiana. Today we're going to talk about the basics of a touchscreen computer system. Now, a lot of times people use touchscreens all the time and might not even realize that's what they're using. Let's say you go to a museum and you use a computer kiosk to learn about a mastodon or something like that. Computer kiosks with touchscreens are pretty common. Well, in the field of assistive technology, there are a lot of times when we use a touchscreen computer to help somebody with various kinds of mobility limitations or cognitive limitations to better be able to use a computer. So what we have here is a Sony Vaio computer system that is, you can use it with a keyboard or a mouse, which we have here, and it works just like a standard computer, but it also is touchscreen enabled, which means that when I touch the screen, it's going to move the mouse wherever I touch and click. So having the ability to use a physical mouse or the touchscreen mouse gives you a lot of access to the computer. You can go to the start menu. You can navigate different kinds of programs just by touching. You can also use an on-screen keyboard to give you keyboard access through touch. So if I double tap here on my on-screen keyboard program, it's going to launch the on-screen keyboard. So then I can turn on the on-screen keyboard. I can turn on a document for word processing here, and then it will allow me to type whatever I want. And so it gives me the ability to use the keyboard, use the mouse. That's really important for people who might have a cognitive difficulty with understanding the disconnect between typing on a keyboard and using a mouse and what changes up here on the screen. So this allows me to use it in such a way that wherever I touch, it's going to activate. So there's no confusion about where my intentional movements are and what actually happens on the computer. So that's just the basics, and you can imagine a lot of different ways that somebody might use a touchscreen keyboard for different kinds of programs, maybe for sending an email, maybe for memory systems, or even games and educational kind of things like that. So that's your tech tip for this week. I'm Wade Wingler with the Indata Project in Indiana.